Hey guys, I'm excited to be here today. Thank you for watching my channel. Today, I specifically want to talk about a few things that new stylists. I want to talk about some common mistakes that I noticed that new stylists make when they come into the beauty industry. So if you're just getting started or if you are currently building a clientele, I think that this will be very, very helpful for you and just some common mistakes that are made, and I'm going to give you some input on how you cannot make these mistakes and some things that you should do. Thank you for watching my channel. Once again, my name is Aaliyah Freeman, and I am a beauty educator, a coach, a speaker, and I love all things in the beauty industry. One of my things that I'm focusing on in this season is I'm helping those who are in the beauty industry. I'm pretty much helping you build a foundation of consistency and actually seeing clients fill your chair. So a lot of things that you're going to hear me talk about in this season is position yourself to be found. And when I say position yourself to be found, that means making sure that you have the right things in place so that you can be found by the client that you are looking for. So I have about six things that I'm going to share that I find very common and how you can actually if you're making these mistakes, how you can make some changes so that you can see the outcome that you're looking for. So the first thing is, I know when you first getting started, the first thing is you probably trying to think of how can I just get people in my chair? So you're probably taking any and everybody, telling people that you can do this, you can do that because you're trying to particularly fill up your chair. Well, first thing I want to say is don't be don't be so thirsty to take everybody, okay? You want to be very specific about what you want to take. First, I want you to be very honest with yourself and ask yourself, what service do I do very well? Not what service you want to do, but what service do you actually do very well? What service do people always come to you for? If you don't know what that service is, then I want you to start asking those around you, what service do they feel you do very well? When you find out what this service is, whether if it's a blowout, or if you do box spray, or if you do lashes, or if you do sewings or weaves. It doesn't matter what the service is. I want you to find one service and I want you to see what exactly is it and how well you do it. So whatever that service is, you're going to pull that service and you're going to only post and promote that service. You're only going to offer that one service. Now, why do you only want to choose one service? It's because the key is to build a foundation. And if you do too many things at once, you'll find yourself in a place of not seeing yourself grow as quickly as you can if you just start with one. So even if it's weave services, you know that you can offer great weave services. I want you to just start with that. Now, as you do that, what it's going to do is it's going to open up clarity to those who are looking for you. It's going to open it up so that they can see what you offer and see themselves in your chair getting that service. Okay? So this is why you want to start with one service. When you start with that one service, you want to talk about that service on your social media. When you meet people, you might be going to the mall or you're going to the grocery store, shopping or whatnot. You want to talk to people specifically and let them know, hey, I offer this service. You see someone wearing extensions, don't be afraid to tell them, hey, I love your hair, but if you're looking for a stylist, be sure to reach out to me. I am offering this service. You never know. They might be looking for a new stylist or they may not can get in their stylist chair, and then here it is, you are offering such a great service, so you might give them a better experience. You just never know. It's not about stealing other people's client, but it's presenting the opportunity and seeing if a client is looking for what you're offering. Okay? So that's the first thing. I want you to figure out exactly what service you offer. And remember, you don't have to take everybody. You just need to be very specific about what you want to offer. The second thing is don't underprice your service, okay? Just because you're just starting does not mean your services need to be $50. This is a huge mistake that people make when they first start. Why? Because when you underprice your service, what that means is you're not thinking about am I making enough to cover the expenses in the business? Am I making enough so that I can cover the expenses at home? Am I making sure I made enough so that I can actually profit? And so when you don't balance that, what happens is you just underprice it, thinking just because you're a new person that they won't pay for your service because you're freshly new. It doesn't mean that you have to have them skyrocket prices, but you want to make sure that you have a good number on your particular service. This is something that I would love to unpack with you personally to make sure that you're pricing accordingly, to make sure that you are offering what price needs to be offered for your services. Okay? So when we talking about underpricing, what's going to happen is when you are pricing, your pricing is not done correctly, you'll find yourself overworked and not paid enough. And so when you're not paid enough, you're gonna get burned out. And you're gonna feel like you're always left the short end of the stick. And then when you're overworked, you're gonna get burned out. When you're burned out, what that's going to do is make you not want to do and pursue the thing that you was most passionate about. Okay? So you want to make sure that you are pricing your services accordingly, based upon what it is that you offer, and making sure that it's priced accordingly based upon your needs for your business and your personal life. Okay? All right. Next, let's talk about when you have priced your business, um, when you don't think about pricing your business right. A lot of times, new stylists, what I notice is they overspend. They overspend a lot. They don't budget, and they're just get the money and then spend it based upon how they think that they should budget. And not thinking about taxes, not thinking about saving, not thinking about investing and that money back into the business, and not thinking about paying their personal bills. So, if you are a new stylist, I highly recommend that you do not overspend. You do not have to buy all of the things just to start your business, but you can make sure that you measure it out as you are working towards building your business to make sure that it makes sense financially when you invest in things and when you put things into your business. Okay. And then also too, if you invest in something, you want to make sure that you have an ROI, which is the return of income, making sure that you make the money back that you spent in investing in something. So if you say that you want to start selling extensions, you want to make sure that you have a strategy in place, making sure that that money that you invested to get the extension, how are you going to get that money back in return and get it doubled? Meaning you need to make your money back plus a profit. And you need strategy for that. Don't spend the money without a strategy in place, because you're going to wish that you did, because you're going to just be just doing things just to be doing it. You want to make sure you have an intentional strategy that can help you be able to build that business based upon what you need and what you need in return. Okay, next is I see a lot of new stylists, they struggle with this in the beginning, not applying a consultation. Let me tell y'all how powerful consultations are. Consultation is the key to scaling your business. Like if a client can come in for one service, but they get a consultation and you can strategically make sure that they get more things done because you've seen the need based upon the consultation. What do I mean by that? A client may have come in for a blowout, but you do that consultation before they serve it. You may notice that the hair is breaking, it's popping, it's dry. Maybe the scalp is they have um dandruff on the scalp, and then maybe they might have some gray hair. So what happens during the consultation? Through observation, you're noticing these things, and they just booked for a silk press, and so now the consultation evaluates and say you need more than a silk press. Now you need a treatment. Now you need a scalp treatment, and you need your interim. Um, these things can create upsell so that now you're making more than just the amount that you would have made on just the silk press. And so this is why consultation is needed because it gives you the ability to be able to tell the client this is what you came in for, this is the end goal, but here's the journey we must take so that you can get the beautiful look that you want in the end. And by doing this, this gives trust, this builds understanding for you and the client to be able to connect and understand, okay, we're going from this place to that place. And what happens is it makes sure there is no confusion when it's time to go to when it's time to go to the when it's time to go to the register. Okay, so add a consultation into the service. This is going to give you the ability to be able to strategically figure out if this is just a basic service or do this need to be a transformation service because I have to do color, I have to do cut, I have to do a treatment. You making sure that you figure those things out during the consultation and then let the client know of the price before you finish the service so that there's no surprises at the end. Okay. All right. And then one other thing I want to talk about. So we talked about consultation. Now let's talk about client retention. It's always talk about how we can get clients to get in our chair. I'm looking for clients. I'm trying to build my clientele. Part of the building is getting them to come back. Meaning, don't always look for new clients. Make sure you're learning how to maintain the clients you have. Because, yes, you're going to constantly need new clients coming to your business as you grow, but you want to make sure that there is a large percentage of your clients returning. If they are not returning, then there is something going on with your services and your system. If they are returning, that shows that you have created a very valuable service and system that is effective for clients and they love it and they will come back. So making sure that you create a client retention plan, this will help so that you will always see income coming in. But you're constantly looking for new clients, but not making sure that you reconnect with those clients who came in. Also, too, part of that plan can be surveying them, asking them how would they service, what did they like, what did they didn't like, so that you can actually make improvements in your business and see what's working and what's not working. So always look for feedback. That's going to help you grow. That's going to help you scale your business. Okay. All right. Um, and last but not least, ask for help. If you are stuck, do not get frustrated. Do not quit sooner than what you need to. But I want you to ask for help. Meaning, asking for help means that you can get some coaching, one-on-one coaching done, or a community, join into a community, and I offer them both. I have one-on-one coaching available for those who want to connect and get some coaching done to build your beauty business. But then also too, I have a community where we meet twice a month. We meet twice a month in this community to discuss all the things that are needed to build that business. And so my question to you is, are you stuck? Do you need help? Are you having trouble with showing up? What is it that you're lacking in the season? What is it that you are in need of? Ask for help. Reach out. Shoot me a DM. Send me an email. Send me a message. You just never know. You reaching out is going to open up the opportunity so that you can get the help that you need. Do not, do not remain stuck, y'all. Do not remain stuck. You are not alone. And I guarantee you, what you're going through is not the first time someone's gone through that. I'm pretty sure others have gone through what you're going through. So don't feel like you're alone in this season, but do reach out for help. Okay? So those are 6 things that I find very, very common mistakes that new stylists make, are those who are building their beauty business. I find them struggling in these areas. And I want to help. I want to connect with you. There are 2 ways that you can connect with me in the season. You can book a one-on-one coaching call by clicking the link below or visiting my website, educatebeauty360.com. And then also too, you can also join in the community, and we meet every month, twice a month, where you can ask live questions and answers. And then also too, there's some coaching theory to help you understand how to position yourself to be found. So if this is something that you are looking to do, get connected with me, join in the community, and let's help you grow your business. I hope that this was helpful. I look forward to always dropping new little nuggets and tips that can help you build your business, but also to help you see little small mistakes that can be changed so that you can scale. All right. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for watching my channel. Be sure to share this with somebody who you know who need it. You just never know. It may be a blessing to their to their business.